So for part 8, I want to find the velocity. So we're just taking the derivative. Derivative of sine is cosine of pi t squared. But then we have to multiply by the derivative of the inside, which is 2 pi t. So velocity would be 2 pi t times cosine of pi t squared. For part B, finding the acceleration, we're just taking the derivative of that. So now we have to actually use the product rule because we have 2 pi t, we have the variable t in there. So derivative of that is 2 pi times cosine of pi t squared plus 2 pi t times the derivative of cosine of pi t squared. So derivative of cosine is negative sine pi t squared times the derivative of pi t squared is 2 pi t. So 2 pi times cosine of pi t squared minus 2 pi times 2 pi, we get 4 pi squared t squared times sine of pi t squared. For part C, I want to find the values of t where the particle changes direction. So we need to figure out when the velocity is 0. So 0 equals 2 pi t times cosine of pi t squared. So 2 pi t equals 0, or cosine of pi t squared equals 0. So over here we get t equals 0. Over here we want to know when's the cosine 0. Cosine is 0 at pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. Or we can say that it's pi over 2 plus pi n. Right, add pi. Continue to find coterminal angles that work. Now we're still trying to find out what t is. So divide both sides by pi, or multiply by 1 over pi. We get t squared equals 1/2 plus n. Take the square root of both sides. t equals positive or negative square root of 1/2 plus n. So we can check n is an integer, like 0, 1, 3, 2, 3, whatever. Can't be negative in this case because we have a negative 1 in the square root. But if we put 1 in, 1 plus 1/2, we get positive or negative square root of 3/2. But that is not in our interval. It's not between -1 and 1. So this one doesn't even work. The only one here that works is t equals 0. And we want to check to make sure that it changes direction by looking at the velocity. When t is less than 1 or less than 0, this first part would be negative. And this right here, if we had like a -1, -1 squared, that's positive 1 pi. So cosine of pi would be negative. So this would be negative. And if we put positive 1 in here, I'm sorry, that was negative, this one was negative, so this would be positive. If we put a positive number in, this is going to be positive. So if we put positive 1, 1 squared times pi, so we have pi. Cosine of pi is -1 times the positive here, so we get negative. So it does change here. So the only value where it changes is at t equals 0. For part D, we really just have to look at what we just did in part C. We're trying to figure out when the particle is moving left. That's when velocity is negative. So that would be from 0 to infinity, but no, we're just going from -1 to 1. So it's from 0 to 1.